Well, I'd say that there are some Western Kentucky ties and connections that'll be on both sidelines for sure. Yep.
Have you guys been able to absorb the absence of Jalen? I know he's also a safety too, but can you at least speak to that a little bit from your position?
Yeah, I tell you one thing, Jalen does a really good job of is communicating, and he's a smart football player, and so when you have somebody that's as vocal as him, that takes some adjusting and getting used to for the other guys and the linebackers and the other guys in the secondary. But those other guys get better and better every day, and we'll be fine.
And I know we've seen a little bit more of Clyde Washington, a little bit more of Jacob Wahlberg. Just kind of discuss what you've seen from those two guys.
Well, the intent, all along has been to have a unit, not just a couple linebackers that start, and so we've really tried to develop some depth, and those guys have come along. They've really improved their game, and they've earned playing time, and that's just going to make us better throughout the course of the season to have fresh bodies and be able to rotate guys and really don't feel like there's any drop-off whatsoever.
Just how OC Brothers has kind of developed, and is he a guy that has gotten more snaps, and if so, why has he gotten more snaps?
Well, he's gotten more snaps. He's been our dime backer, the one linebacker that stays in on dime, so that got him some more reps. Honestly, really looking to, balance things out more with all of them. I just think looking at the wear and tear that goes on a guy's body, especially once you get into the Big Ten West and the physicality of the position, almost like kind of, Coach Hagan in the D-line, playing a lot of guys. And so that's really the goal now with Samisi's back healthy. Hopefully we can be playing 4 or 5 guys a game and getting them all in there and keeping them fresh and playing fast.
You're going to see more kind of dual threat quarterbacks as you get through the year. What's going to be the key from the linebacker standpoint to help curtail some of the plays?
Oh, I think the biggest thing with any of that is just angles and space. That everybody wants to get the ball out in space, and sometimes that's the quarterback. When things break down and he scrambles and he's out in space, and sometimes it's by design. But our big thing that we've emphasized and talked about and is taking the proper angles and trusting the leverage of the defense and the guy that's outside you to do his job and be there. And we've seen some improvement, and then there's times where then it kind of, you have a lapse. I mean, that's the way it goes, and so we just got to keep staying consistent with proper angles and then obviously wrapping up on tackles.
Have you been happy with Kieran Douglas? Just talk about him so far.
Yeah, KD's always been solid. He does a good job. He's where he's supposed to be when he's supposed to be there. Quite honestly, I'd like to get some more production out of out of both sides, the Mike and the Will. But I think our D-line is doing a really good job. I think they're doing a good job against the run, and they're getting off blocks and making plays. And so it's not a thing to get impatient with. It'll come, and there'll be games where I think we're showing up more when it comes to making tackles, and then there's other games where it's other guys.